Roblox per annos pilios quostam preclaros creavit, and none of these awesome hats are sought after like the ultra-rare, ultra-epic Dominus series. The Domini, which, yes, is the plural of Dominus, are often called Hooded Valkyries due to the original name of the mesh. They're hoods with a black face covering and wings over the user's shoulders. They're amazing, they're menacing, and they're rare. Dominus Imperius was the first, releasing in January 2010 for 13,337 Robux as a limited item with only 26 copies in stock. Yeah, it was made to be rare from the very beginning. It's a white version of the hood, and it now sells with a recent average price of 13,577,229 Robux. A few months later in July, Roblox released the Dominus Infernus, which is a fiery version of the hood with a red and black gradient and bright orange lightning effects. It released for 26,000 Robux with only 26 copies once more. It now sells with a recent average price of 1,973,087 Robux. Dominus Frigidus was next, releasing in March 2011. It's a light blue and white version of the hood. It released for 39,000 Robux once more with 26 copies. It now sells with a recent average price of 28,059,680 Robux. Dominus Messor released in October the same year, coming out of a Halloween gift, the Gift of the Dominator. The gift sold for 31,000 Robux with only 241 copies being sold. It's a black and green version of the hood with glowing red eyes over the face. Super creepy, and I remember when this gift opened, I was so upset that I couldn't afford it because it looks so cool. This Dominus went limited in 2012, now selling with a recent average price of 3,399,307 Robux. Dominus Vespertilio came out in October 2012 as part of a Halloween gift once again. The Gift of Sinister Ascension sold for 31,000 Robux with 526 copies being sold. It's a black and green version of the hood, but instead of feathers over the shoulders, there are bat wings, and it looks so amazing. It went limited in 2013, now selling with a recent average price of 1,340,420 Robux. Dominus Aureus released in December 2013 out of a Christmas gift. Muneris Aureus DevX was a Christmas gift which was awarded to anyone who had used the new DevX program that year, which allows users to exchange large amounts of Robux for real-life currency. You could also buy the gift for 50,000 Robux. The Dominus is a golden version of the hood, and it now sells with a recent average price of 5,114,391 Robux. Dominus Astra released in June 2014 during the midnight sale, selling for 75,000 Robux. It had a stock of only 26 copies, just like some of the older versions. It's a dark blue and white version of the hood. It now sells with a recent average price of 14,321,557 Robux. Dominus Rex released in May 2015 for 75,000 Robux on a 1-hour timer, going limited shortly after the timer expired. It's a purple, gray, and gold version of the hood. It now sells with a recent average price of 3,719,031 Robux. Dominus Pitacium was released in March 2016 as part of the Tixapalooza event. This event, sadly, was the farewell of Roblox's Tix currency, and they made quite a few Tix-related items to say goodbye to it. This Dominus was one of these items. It sold for 5 million Tix, and it's the only Dominus that could ever be purchased with Tix. It's a yellow hood with the feathers being replaced by Tix. It's now limited as of 2022, selling with a recent average price of 6,936,989 Robux. Dominus Praefectus released in October 2016 for Halloween. It came out of the Donum Praefectus, which sold for 31,000 Robux on a 4-day timer. The gift opened into the Dominus soon after going off sale. The Dominus is part of the Overseer series of hats with giant green eyeballs all over it. Say Overseer series like 10 times fast. Good luck, I had to do this like 10 times. It now sells with a recent average price of 762,076 Robux. Dominus Venari released in April 2018 as part of the Ready Player One event, part of a sponsorship for the film of the same name. It was only awarded to one player who was the first to finish all the quests in the event. It's a golden hood with keys on it instead of feathers. Dominus Clavis is similar, releasing in April 2018 as well for the same event. It's a silver version of the last Dominus, which was awarded to all developers which had games participate in this event. Deadly Dark Dominus, released in June 2019 by redeeming a code from San Diego Comic-Con 2019. It was given as part of the Frostbite General toy during SDCC. It's a really epic black and red version of the hood. Dominus Formidulosus was released in October 2019 for Halloween. It sold for 13,000 Robux on a timer, soon after going limited. It sells with a recent average price of 158,825 Robux. It's an orange and purple version of the hood with glowing red eyes on it and jack-o'-lanterns on the chest. Dominus Desperationis was released in August 2023. It was given to Avery Birdperson as part of a Make-A-Wish Foundation collaboration. It's a blue and gray mechanical version of the hood, and it also has effects that come off of it. Dominus Azurelight was the final release, coming out in August 2023. And also like the last, it was awarded via Make-A-Wish Foundation collaborations for the Mind Gamer. It's a blue and gold Dominus with the skeptic face on the hood. It also gives off effects from the eyes and the feathers. These Hooded Valkyries go super hard. I don't think there's one that I would say is straight up ugly. I definitely prefer the original ones to the more modern releases, at least in terms of their texture. I do like the uniqueness of the meshes for some like Vespertilio or Praefectus. And of course, like all famous ROBLOX series, there are spin-off items based off the original hats. DIY Dominus Imperius released in April 2014. It's part of the DIY series of hats of a paper bag with a drawing of the white Dominus on the front of it. It originally sold for 133 Robux, now limited, selling for 10,497. DIY Deadly Dark Dominus released in April 2016. Like the last one, it's a paper bag with a drawing of the Deadly Dark Dominus on it. It sold for 123 Robux originally. And since I know someone is going to mention it, there are some other hats which use the Dominus term in their name, but they aren't directly tied to the hoods. Some may use the names or a certain asset of these hoods, but I will not cover them in this video since they're not actually part of the Domini hats. All of these Domini are amazing, they're expensive, they're epic, and they're the dream hats of so many users, including myself when I first joined. Have you ever owned a Dominus? What else ROBLOX should I talk about in the future? Let me know down below, and thank you all for watching today's quick little video.